Hi, and welcome back to the Wicked Thrifter Resale channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to switch it up, and I'm going to share with you a shopping trip that we had to a recent estate sale just this past week, and we found some amazing items that we can buy and flip over. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to share a very fun find that we got that I have not seen before and should bring us a pretty decent profit at that. As you can see, I don't know if this will pan out enough to see. I don't want to show you my messy kitchen, but there's some new stuff that I'm going to try to dabble in. I don't exactly know any of the information on these. I've yet to research it, but a bunch of the reseller channels that I watch, a lot of people are getting into flatware, vintage stainless steel items, so I thought I'd grab some that I wouldn't mind holding on to if they really weren't worth anything. You'll see on here it says $15 for the set, actually for each, but we went back a second day. So we went back the first day, grabbed a couple of things we paid full price for, but then we saw some items that we wanted to come back the next day, have a chance at maybe grabbing them if they were still there. These were a couple of the items that we grabbed that day. So we only paid $15 for both. Probably might not be worth it, but it's paying for an education, right? This set, however, is something that we purchased the first day. So it's an olive wood hand-carved nativity set. There are a few things that are wrong with it, as far as it might be missing a piece here and there. I think that is Joseph. We're not sure if that is or if that's Joseph, but he's missing a staff. Whether or not it had one, it should still go for some decent money. I've never come across a complete set of these, so I definitely grabbed this. We paid full price at $20 for the whole thing the first day. Also, when we went back the second day, I found these amazing and wonderful glass candlesticks. Generally, I don't find them with the glass flame on top. I usually find the ones that are more lucite, but these are glass, and they have an applied like drip on the top of the flame, glass flame. They're missing the bottom pieces, and there's some tape on there, but I've sold similar ones in the past, maybe not with the glass flame on the top, but they still do decent on eBay. And also, normally I don't grab vases like this. However, it was done very well. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of zoomed in here. But on the bottom here, it says $16. We came in and we only paid $8 because it was half off. It has a little bit of history on there and explains who painted this piece. So this was basically a blank, and then, you know, they would paint them in the past. And it states that it was their great-grandmother that painted it, and she signed it there. And I just thought it was very pretty because normally the gold is pretty worn on these pieces when you see them at the thrift store. And on this piece, however, not so much. It looks really good and there's no chips or cracks on that, so I did grab it. Also, I found this vase. Maybe what I'm going to do is zoom out a little here. Hold on one second. This vase, this green, and this is antique. I am yet to find a maker on this, but it is definitely old, and it's one of those hand vases. I'm just going to zoom in a little here. All right, then I'm going to go down to, I found a little brooch. Lately I've been picking up a bunch of jewelry, mostly vintage brooches, if that's the right word, to kind of learn about. And I found a few makers that make good money. Our family is pretty much fish people. My husband used to breed and sell fish, so I'm kind of drawn to these. And it's got a maker's mark on the back, so I'm going to look into that and see what that's worth. But I figured on a half off day for $1, can't beat it. This was really dirty. Now this art glass bowl was really dirty when I grabbed it, so I did not see those marks on there. But those are more from not firing, that's pottery, but from the making of the glass, and that's still, I don't know if they said that's sand or stones that got embedded in there from when they put it in the fire. There's the bottom there. There's no signature or anything like that. It was just vintage glass. And then there was a whole set of these mugs. Again, it was a whole set for $7, but it was half off, so we paid $3.50 for them. And they're signed and hand painted. And these little small items, I don't mind picking up. They sell fairly fast. I don't know the history on them. I know they're old, and it was $3 for the pair. The bigger brass or bronze, I'm not sure what metal this is, but the bigger ornate frames like this with the silk printings can go for decent money, and I've never seen them in the small size like this. And I thought, oh, they're really cute. Could be great for decorations as far as dollhouses go, or whatever your purpose would be for that. I picked up a couple of these. They were $3, and they're just cross-stitch floral patterns. My cross-stitch tends to do well if it's of flowers, birds, cats, those type of items. Not so much any of the sayings or the samplers. They don't usually sell very well, but the ones that are a theme and kind of current for style sell fairly well. I also grabbed these vintage napkin rings, these wood Christmas trees. There's a set of 2 of them, and I got those for $3.50. And then my husband spotted this. It was a leather, kind of like a notebook cover. And it's hand bound, and it's got a bunch of embossing on it. And he just thought it was kind of neat, and we only paid $1.50 for that. I also grabbed this antique photo that someone has put onto this wood and matted it. I'm not sure if I can get any of that out. It looks like there's some water damage. This estate sale that they had was actually at a hoarder's house that they cleaned out and priced items, and some of the items like this have water damage on it, but I've not seen one in a frame like that before. It's fairly interesting, so I just grabbed it. It's of a lady collecting shells at the ocean on the beach. And I just have saved, I think this is all that we got that day. But regardless, this is the main item that I went back for the second day. I have not seen these before, and I was so stoked to find it. It is a Whitco kangaroo magazine holder. I've seen them online for cats and llamas and giraffes, but I have not seen, and nor can I find any history on a kangaroo. So when I do list this, I plan on listing it fairly high. I don't know if I can go out a little bit again. Plan on going to list this a little high, as you can imagine, because it is one of a kind that I can tell. I have not found any. Now there's some slight variances you can tell, but I don't think this was damage that they covered up. I think that's just the way the wood was when they made it. If it was, regardless, it looks fine. And then, you know, I've tried cleaning it up. It was fairly dusty. There's a little bit of damage done at the feet, but you'd expect that if it was on the floor and it, you know, got wet or moisture. But for the age of this item and, you know, where they found it, it is in really good condition. I actually missed a couple items I want to add on here. We picked up this brass shelf as well. It was $30 originally, and we got it on half off day. So we got that for $15. And we also got this bird cage. Forgot to put that in there as well. As you can see, we paid $12.50 for it. It's a little dirty, I gotta clean it up, but that should sell for a decent price as well. Alright, so that now is everything that we got at this estate sale. Hopefully I'll have these items up for sale on eBay soon. Just check back on my store. If you have any questions, just hit me down below in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I do appreciate you taking time to watch the videos. If you can, please like, comment, or subscribe to show your support and help the channel grow. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.